Well, I want to take a break from hammering Sweet Baby Ink and the game journalists for just a few minutes here. Not that this isn't somewhat connected to them, because honestly, this is more of the DEI crap that we've seen in video games in general. But there's a happy ending, no pun intended. So from that Park Place, we have this article talking about how video game developers reportedly make characters androgynous to cater to transgenderism. And honestly, I'm sure that's just one of the aspects to this, where we're seeing like where they're making Lara Croft more manly and trying to make female characters have more unappealing faces. God, Aloy looking like Buzz from Home Alone. That's real. That's a real thing there. Holy crap. But yeah, we've seen it where they're toning down the attractiveness of women, reducing their femininity, all that stuff. Sorry, my cat's yelling at me if you hear that in the background. And we've seen this composite here on Twitter as well, where this guy's like, sorry, there's just too many for one slide. And it's all these unattractive females. It's not just unattractive. Look, you don't have to be a supermodel in real life. Nobody's saying this needs to be like fapping material. But there's the reality that there is the ideal, and then there is genuine, like true femininity, and then there is intentionally making your characters unattractive. Games like this Validate, which was made by one of these DEI, developers, which ironically, somebody had pointed out had like 3 concurrent players playing it on Steam a couple days ago. 3 people. Hey, they made this game for 3 people. And look at the characters in this game. And no, it has nothing to do with the skin color. You got a woman, man, mustache, hair on the arms, dressed like a girl. And I don't understand who this is supposed to appeal to other than like 0.01% of the population. It's made by people that look like this, to be honest. This guy, Patrick Weeks over at BioWare. This is one of the lead writers on the new Dragon Age game. So good luck, having a non-DEI filled game there. And then we saw stories like this over here on Fandom Pulse talking about this new game, Stellar Blade, that's coming out, I believe, in April for only PlayStation to start. It might end up on PC, who knows? But it is a game that was made by a developer in Korea, and the guy making the game, he wanted the character to look beautiful. He based it on a Korean model, and he's like, this needs to be a model that you want to look at for hours on end because I want you to play my game and like it. And we've seen this from Korea. A lot of Korean developers are making genuinely attractive looking people. They know how to model the faces and the bodies, and it's not just about having unrealistic expectations of what your characters look like. It's about appreciating the aesthetics and the beauty of the ideal of what you want to see in a video game, in fantasy, or just storytelling in general. You want to have the best presentation available. So now we have this game, Vindictus Defying Fate. Now, I didn't realize until last night at about 10 o'clock that there was a pre-alpha playtest that I could play for free. So I downloaded the game, 14 gigabytes, and unfortunately I got to play about 25 minutes of it before I had to call it a night. But it was enjoyable. From what I played of it, it was like Dark Souls or Wolong, but maybe the intensity turned down a tiny bit. Granted, I don't know what's going to change between now and the time they actually release the game, and I was playing mouse and keyboard and wasn't having too terrible of a time with it, so probably isn't going to be as hard as a Souls game. But from what I saw, it was really enjoyable. The graphics were really stunning, the environments were great, the enemies, they could use some work, but in general, everything was pretty good, okay? There's another benefit to this game, and I'm not saying this as somebody who needs my characters to always be overly sexualized and, to objectify them. I appreciate beauty in games. I don't need my characters to always look like this, but forget about the outfit for a second. This is not an outfit you have to wear in the game. Look at the face. Look at the beauty and the attention to detail in the face. Okay, and that's the way the whole game is. All the actual scenery graphics, the movement, nothing's janky, nothing's weird. It just is genuinely well put together. And of course, the assets don't hurt, okay? And so people have been making these montage videos of the character in the secondary outfits, doing the emotes, jumping around, bouncing up and down, and you can see the jiggle physics at work here. But honestly, if you just take this for what it's worth and you go, look, it's not about just having something that you can overly sexualize. It's about having something that has genuine beauty, genuine, true fantasy aesthetics that you don't have to look at the character and go, oh, this thing is great because it represents the average American who's, overweight and, the amputees and everything. And you got to understand, there's nothing wrong. Look, I'm a short man in real life. I got a receding hairline, but I don't want my characters to look like that. If I'm going to play a character without making like a preset character or making my own character, if I'm using a preset character, I want the preset character to be as good looking, tall, strong, as fitting to their race. Let's say it's a dwarf, they should be short and stocky. An elf, they should be tall and athletic. You want the character to fit the environment and the world they live in, and you want them to be aesthetically pleasing. And that's what this game is doing. And that's what a lot of these Korean games are doing. So this is a win. This is a huge win. These games, I mean, Stellar Blade is going to sell millions of copies. I have no doubt of that. And then if it ever goes on PC, they'll sell millions more. This game could be exactly the same way. I'm curious because it's just now pre-alpha. It's on my wish list. I don't know how much it's going to sell for, but it's available on Steam. This one could crush Stellar Blade's numbers. I'm not even kidding. People are hyped. We're excited for something that isn't just going to lecture at us the entire time. Let me know what you guys think about this, though. If you got to play the pre-alpha, share your thoughts, because I only got about 25-30 minutes into it. I beat one or two of the bosses, or however many there were, little mini bosses. It seemed good. It seems like it would be a really enjoyable game. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. Make sure, if you got to this part, like and subscribe and share. My videos are being suppressed ever since I've been talking about this sweet baby stuff. Help me out here. I'll really appreciate it, and I will see you later. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.